We flew from Brisbane down to Port Lincoln in search of some shark action. But the weather was not favourable, and when we arrived in Port Lincoln, we found out that the trip before us had to come back early due to the conditions. Still, we boarded the Rodney Fox and made our way out to the Neptune Islands in the Southern Ocean. It was a rough ride out, and even when we anchored, there was a lot of chop. Still, our gear was ready, and the chum, well, it was definitely ready. So they threw the lure in, and it wasn't long until the great whites arrived. We geared up and headed down into the cage. And what a rush it was to finally see these massive sharks so very close. They continued to swim around us, and I was a very happy diver. We had two circling the cage, and Chris was getting some shark action over on his side of the cage as well. Hey Joe, over your shoulder. Here it comes again. One of the coolest things was looking into the deep blue and seeing the great white shark head directly towards you. Well, that was an excellent first day. The next morning we awoke to calm seas and blue skies, and the decision was made to lower the ocean floor cage down. This is the only place in the world that you can experience these great white sharks from the ocean floor. No lure this time, the bait is inside the cage with us. But where are the sharks? Ah, here they come. Having this type of access to these iconic creatures is an underwater photographer's dream. The only problem is all those darn trevally in the way. Still, occasionally they'd clear, allowing you to get a really good shot of the shark. It was really cool to see the sharks swimming just above the ocean floor over the seagrass. But all too soon our time was up, and it was time to return to the surface. And thanks to this beautiful creature for escorting us all the way up, that was the end of an awesome experience. And thanks to these guys too for joining us for the ride home.